This recipe is proudly brought to you by Malaysia Kitchen.
Malaysian chef Jackie M is here and we're going to be cooking a Malaysian-style, home-style chicken curry.
This is my best memory of home cooking in Malaysia. Pretty much every household, you talk to any Malaysian and they'll have this chicken curry growing up. So it's very, very easy to make.
Good.
And I'm just going to get you to help me drench some curry powder in there, if that's okay.
What kind of curry powder do you use? Because there's lots of different curry powders, but what's a Malaysian-style curry powder?
This is very typical of what we would use in Malaysia. In fact, this particular brand is what I use growing up in Malaysia.
Really?
But yeah, if you go to any Asian grocery store, look for Malaysian branded curry powders and they'll be, you know, you're on the right track if you do that.
Beautiful, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it's fantastic.
And it's not spicy at all,
No,
is
it's
it?
very, very mild. I'm just going to heat up this pan here in the meantime.
You said drench it, so I did put a few tablespoons in there.
That's fine, yeah. Okay. With Malaysian curries, you get like some pretty standard ingredients like garlic, ginger, lemongrass here. And I'm going to be using fried shallots instead of fresh shallots that you've got to then fry up. This just saves us a ton of time.
And so we're using chicken drumsticks for this recipe?
Yeah, we like our chicken on the bone in Malaysia, actually. Yeah, but you can use chicken fillets and they'll cook a lot faster. So you can just use diced chicken pieces if you like.
But just think about the flavour. When you leave the meat on the bone, it's so much sweeter than meat. It's not dry, it's succulent.
That's right. Justine, if I can just get you to help me grate some ginger and just mince some garlic as well, that'd be fabulous.
Okay, so a good tablespoon of that?
Yeah, that'd be great. Now, this fried shallots, because it's quite dry, I'm just going to add a little bit of water to it just to make sure it doesn't burn when we...
And a few years ago, dried shallots you could only get from Asian grocers, but I've seen them at all supermarkets around Australia. I've seen them.
I'm just going to add a bit of oil to the pan in the meantime. Just a couple of tablespoons here. And I'll throw the shallots in first while I wait for your ginger and garlic. Because it's already pre-fried, we don't need to cook it that long. Just mixing the ginger in.
And I'll get your garlic for you. So I've got about 3 cloves of garlic here. Is that enough?
Yeah. Perfect. The more the merrier. And I can even just toss in the chicken now too.
Okay.
So let's do that.
Chicken in, garlic's in, ginger's in, and our shallots are in.
And we want some lemongrass ready to go.
Sure thing. We're just going to put it in whole, are we?
Yeah.
So I'm just going to break it up.
Yeah. And that just brings out the flavour.
Fantastic.
Fabulous, thank you. Now I'm just going to turn up the heat a little bit. Now we're just going to seal this off for a minute or two. In the meantime, can you just cut up some potatoes for me?
I can. So just some Desiree potatoes here.
Fabulous.
You don't want anything that breaks down too much.
Yeah, that's right. And if you're short on time, you can actually separately deep fry the potatoes. You can cheat a little bit and then just toss it in at the end. But because the chicken legs are going to take a little bit to cook, as will the potatoes, we can pretty much throw them in at the same time.
Okay, so I'm just going to cut them into squares here.
Yeah. And this is smelling really, really good already.
It is, I love it.
Yeah. Let's throw that in.
Throw them in. Yeah, so you do have to get the right size with the potatoes, so at the end it's all cooked in harmony.
That's right, yeah. We're just going to add some liquid to this. We've got some chicken stock over there. Let's throw that in. And I'm just putting some water in here. Okay.
And all of the stock?
Sure.
Say when.
Yeah. Keep going. Okay, that's good. And I'm going to add the coconut cream in.
Okay. That stage took 8 minutes. It's a fast dish to do. And, you know, with the Malaysian curry powder, all of the spices are in there already.
That's right. It's quite funny because a lot of purists, like Australians trying to learn to cook Malaysian curries, they start getting all the ingredients separately. They'll get the coriander powder, they'll get the galangal and all the, you know, and then they combine it. And then Malaysians are at home watching this. Why are they doing all that? You can just buy the curry powder. You know what I mean?
Well, you've been told by the curry powder as is.
Yeah, that's right. That's what we did growing up. Okay, this is just a pinch of sugar, not too much, just to add a little bit of a layer to the flavour. And I'm just going to put some salt in here. And let's just cover this and let it simmer. I'll give it about 20 minutes to check on it and then maybe, you know, give it a little bit longer if needs be.
Great.
It's just a matter of making sure the chicken's cooked through. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Fabulous. Justine, I think this looks just about done.
Yes.
It's the right consistency.
That smells just beautiful. That curry, it looked like quite a lot of curry at the beginning. But you need it. And originally with all the chicken stock in there and the water and the coconut milk,
that's right,
it looked quite runny, but after 20 minutes of gently simmering away with the starch of the potatoes, look at it. It's given us a really lush, thick sauce.
And it'll be better tomorrow
Yeah,
the funny thing about
right.
curries is it always tastes better the next day.
Yep.
There
I
you
love
go.
how easy Malaysian cooking is to do at home.
And this particular one is very, very kid-friendly as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, all of the ingredients you can buy from your local supermarket. Easy to do. I can see myself coming home from work at 6 o'clock and still being able to do a dish like this and use chicken drumsticks because the flavour is just 10 times better, isn't it?
I totally agree.